Allegedly, we're back. If it can be believed. Allegedly, we are back. I see you've managed to entertain yourself well in our absence.
Doing great. You're all doing great.
That'd be a decent Rickroll. I think you get one Rickroll every like 5 years. That wouldn't have been a bad one. That would have been like an elaborate one, right? If we come back and like the camera was back to normal and all that stuff, but it was just Rickroll. We would have sold the shit out of that Rickroll. That would have been pretty funny, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna play Shadows. I'm gonna stir up trouble amongst Swevin and Vellum before I lose to that. Play Hobnobber and Gas Pipes. Your turn.
I will forge.
No alerts yet. CPU is not at 100%. That's great. That's great.
Okay.
Good so far.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to say Saurian. I think I beat Gas Pipes to death. And then play a bunch of Saurians, Quintina, Venator Altum, Undagnathus, and then I will Spoils of Battle onto the Venator. And it is your turn, I will draw.
Say Saurian, or sorry, Unfathomable. I'll play Seabringer, Guilt Spine, Photic Raider. I'll Under Pressure, and then I'll Under Pressure Undagnathus.
Should actually have seen that deck had I would be in a debacle situation if
It does have Maelstrom.
Okay.
Your turn.
Straight debacle situation with a Maelstrom.
Don't do that to the wrestling fans, Stormstrong. Don't do it.
Say unnamed. Sorry. Alright, I guess I'll say Saurian. I'll play Saurium. I will play Sensor Philo. This Sensor Philo, well, if I'm going to reap, I should do my reaping now.
Pulse Personality is an excellent song. Top 10 song.
I don't think I'm reaping. So Sensor Philo will fight the Photic Raider. Damn. It's like gives you a key if
with
you
Quintina.
Maelstrom. Yeah, if you Maelstrom. I guess I could fight. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'll fight Quintina into the Cocoa. And then I will reap twice. And it is your turn. It's not ready. I will draw you.
I'll say Unfathomable. Play the Susurrus. I'll fight Deepwater Ruin. Tide. I'll fight Spore Gorger. And I'll play this meal. And play Horde Simon. Favorite karaoke song to do? It's. I wish I would probably do that karaoke too. It sounds pretty fun to do. CM Punk tried getting the crowd on their YouTube show to sing the Golden Girls theme song at the end of the show. It was very funny because no one knew it because they were all too young.
I forged the start of my turn.
Yes.
I will play Hide and Seaborg.
These two. No, I had 3 cards. I'll just grab me. I'll just draw the top 2 and then shuffle this one.
Good.
No alerts. Still looking good. BT dub. Stream good.
Yep, not seeing any issues. Could have very well have been.
I think it was the
Could have been
memory leak or something.
Yeah, could have been memory leaked or.
I want to say Shadows. Okay, good.
Steam is good.
Play Kerwalp. I'll Hornswoggle. And I'll play this Hobnobber. For sure.
I will say Saurian. That deck doesn't have 2 Maelstroms, does it?
No.
Okay. I'll play Sensor Philo, Venator, Altum, and Undead Nathis. Your turn. I'll draw 3.
I'll say Logos. It does have Think Twice, which I have now. Probably playing that. I'm definitely playing it. The question is if I Maelstrom. I'll play this Mechabooey. Material Conjunction, Archive 2. I will play Mage. Actually, I'll play this thing. I'm not gonna get Maelstrom. I'm gonna think twice. The Stun the Seaborg? Is that insane? I'll do it. Then play Tall Mage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your turn. They check with 6.
I'm going to say Untamed. I'll waste not the undeck Nephis to draw 6. I was 1 card away from winning there. But now I think I lose to Varoctor. For the record, I'll play Creative Nature. I will take 3 chains to raise the tide. I am going to play Chelonia, Spore Gorger. I missed the Key Frog.
Yeah.
If I hit the Key Frog, I hit the 2 Reaper Sows, so I could reap twice with the Spore Gorger, go to 6, and the second Spore Gorger kills off the Key Frog and Forge. So instead, I'm gonna Reaper Sow to put counters onto the Spore Gorger, and then I am going to ready and reap with the Spore Gorger. Actually, I could reap with Hide. I could try to hit it off a Hide, but I don't have.
You can't get
both
counters on it.
I can't Key Frog. I think still reaping with Hide is correct though. I get to draw. Okay, well, play that. Then I'll reap with Hide. Draw. And it is your turn. Say check with 8.
Forge. The logos and pick the 5 up. I'll play the Rooftop Lab. Play Dr. Varoctor. Reap with this Tall Mage.
Oh, I guess my Hide reaps would be on one of your creatures.
Yeah.
Sign
Play Reckless Experimentation. I will. Groundbreaking Discovery. So.
Yeah, so Hide and Vellum go to my archives.
Yep. And Unforge Key and Purge. Unfortunately, I can't use him first because of the Sarium.
Yeah, I was going to take some small solace in that.
Play Moray, play Swevin, play Tall Mage. Tall Mage was 1 for Rooftop Laboratory, Varoctor, Experimentation. Swevin, Moray, Tall Mage, 6 cards.
No, these are destroyed.
Yeah. And I am done. 7 cards.
Okay.
And the Discovery, that's right, yeah.
I'll forge the key. It got unforged. It's forged back. Okay, I'll put my archives in my hand and say Logos. Vellum, Eddie, Infomorph, Hide, Archive, card. I'll forgive or forget archive. I don't know what to archive here. I honestly wonder if it's like Deepwater Gruin Waste Not, because that gives me like an out. to hit something big. I guess so. Yeah, stuff that there. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain.
Say unfathomable. Play the Thesaurus, a horrid sign, and I'll sink or swim to exhaust the Infomorph Eddy and hide. Your turn.
Oh jeez. Just YOLO this. Yet. I will Eureka. I'll Reap with Vellum. Yeah, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain, draw one, shuffle, draw 3.
Say Shadows. Play Brand. I'll Mug Brand. I'll Cement Shoes Brand. Raise the Tide. Play Hurt Simpson. I'm done. I'll slow down when I put Brand out. Oh my god.
There was it was dropped frames. Looks like internet.
That was a little while ago.
Oh, okay. Question is it worth... Do I say logos here? Because you aren't forging yet. I've got so much stuff in the archives. I don't have to... I get to reap a bunch, right? I get to draw cards with Hide. I get to archive with Vellum. And I don't have to go for the Untamed win here, right? I think that's what I do then. I'll save Logos. I am gonna Reap with Hide and draw 2. We'll Reap with Vellum and archive 2. I will play Seaborg Tallmage. Tallmage is 2. And then Reap, Infomorph, Reap Eddy. Let's say check with up. Good.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'll forge 4 keys to win if I gotta.
Yeah.
If I had gone for the Untamed win, I don't think I win there. I don't hit it.
Yeah, insane.
It was kind of split because I ended up having to split it, but I had all that stuff right there. So I had 1, 2, and then another 3. So I had 5 cards. I guess in theory I could even use the Reap or so to try to draw extra, but that would I don't think I could combo out.
You could just waste on the Keyforge and 1, right?
Oh yeah.
You just did do that. You should just do that.
I should have just do that. I forgot that was an option.
You could just do that.
I could just do that.
You don't have to kill it with fancy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wanted to do a backflip. I wanted to do the sweet backflip before winning. Would have felt like an idiot if I lost that game. Now,
yeah.
Now it's
I guess I lose. I just have Waste Not Keyfrog, Chelonia, Deepwater Gruin, and 2 other creatures.
Drawing 2 cards.
I guess I just lose.
This is a kind of a tight matchup. I think if you had gotten the stuff out earlier, like I think if
it weren't for the Sarium, and I was able to like get use out of all that stuff, I could have threatened that turn too.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the Sarium, and I had Sweven as well.
Yeah.
So
I think
that was really painful.
I think that was the big thing was if you had the rooftop out earlier, you might have been able to get some value. It turns out the Sarium is like actually bad for this deck. There's no 1 power. Funny enough, there's no old EGAD.
You need the old EGAD buffer.
Yeah.
Not there.
To let you use your scientists.
The problem is neither of these decks have Z-Force Agent.
Yeah.
So they're trash.
That's true. It's a pretty good chance that Z-Force makes it into the finals.
Think so. Hello, Military Sticks. How's it going?
Greetings.
All right.
I managed to, man, I got set back a lot that game, but still managed to get through.
Yeah, like Maelstrom and everything.
The Untamed in that deck is honestly crazy.
Yeah. 9. Okay.
The Untamed in that deck is honestly crazy.
So I'm first.
The Dr. Verrochter Rooftop Laboratory Experiment, was it?
Also, this one's Untamed is like a combo Untamed. Right?
Yeah,
so.
yeah. This one's got the combo of Keyfrog, Chelonias, plural, Deepwater Druids, plural, Reversos, plural. It's got 2. I think the really strong thing about this Untamed is how consistent it is, because it's got so many doubles, right? You got 2 Spore Gorgers, 2 Chelonias, 2 Deepwater Druids, 2 Reapersos, right? So you
draw it. So it does it consistently, and it does it at once.
Yeah. You got some archiving. You got some backup in the form of Forgive or Forget in the deck.
Yeah, that's really good too.
Because that was pretty big in that last game. All right, I'll say Logos. I'm gonna play Rooftop Laboratory. I'll play Binary Moray. I'll Theory, Conjecture, and Archive too.
Play Saurian.
I will draw 3.
Play Lapisaurus. Play Pterodactyl. Play Spoils of Battle. Your turn.
I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Photic Raider, who captures 1. I'll play Guilt Spine, and I will Under Pressure. This is actually a tough choice. I think the Hide. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Saurian. Play TensorFlow, Venator Altum, Unstun the Dactyl. Use the Lapisaurus to fight the Netcaster. The Netcaster, not the Raider.
Yeah. But I want you to fight the Raider.
I know.
I will say Unfathomable. I'll play Hard Sign-In. I am going to Sink or Swim to tap those 3. And then the Photic Raider is going to reap. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
I feel like I'm getting cute here. I'm getting too cute.
It's the plays. They're just too cute. They're too kawaii.
Yeah. I'll say Saurian. I'm gonna fight the Moray. I'm gonna fight the Fog Raider. I humbled the Horrid Simon. Your turn.
That was the play you were worried about being cute?
I only played one card.
Okay.
I wanted to kill the Moray.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Widespread Corruption. I am going to mug Censor Philo. I am going to play Gas Pipes and Hobnobber. In that order. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Well, now Saurian's looking really good. So I'll say Saurian. I'll reap. I'll have to die. Well, Dactyl. Caw, let's go.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Didn't have a good way to save any of my creatures there. Alright, gonna say Infallible. Hard Sign. I'll play Cup o' Water. I will play Call of the Void. I'll choose the Censor Philo. Be exhausted. I don't care about the I don't care about blowing up the 1. I don't care about blowing up the hide. I'll say check with 6, and it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
I'll say Logos. I'll info exchange and static charge. I'll say check with 6.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Brand and give you 1. I am going to Kerwallop. And then I'm going to Cement Shoes Brand. Throw him into the briny deep. Raise the tide. Steal 3. Say in check with 9.
Okay. I'll say Untamed. I'll play Creative Nature. I will play Chelonia and draw. I will Reap or Sow to give 3 counters to the Venator Ultim, and then I'm going to waste not it. Draw 5.
The Reaper Sows are so clutch in that deck. They're like what you need them. They're like whatever you want them to be. You could even put a +1/+1 counter on one of the other creatures if you wanted.
Oh yeah.
Because
slap one on Chelonia is probably a good idea.
Since the break point for is rounding up, so odd break points are better, right?
Yeah.
So
all right, I will take the reach.
That's one of those. I think that's one of those tiny things about Reaper So that you would like. You could absolutely win or lose a game
just
at a vault tour.
But I'm not sure I really realized that. Distribute it as you choose.
Because you could put them wherever you want.
Yeah.
That's like a tiny little thing, but that can really matter in a pinch.
I'll play Chelonia. Gain 1.
Okay.
I will play Keyforge and draw. And gain 2. I'll play Deepwater Ruin and gain 4. Play Deepwater Ruin and gain 4.
Okay.
And I am done.
Okay. I am going to put my archives into my hand. I'll forge. I'll put my archives into my hand. And I am going to say Logos. Don't think I can start with that. I'm gonna play Mecha Bui. We'll play Tall Mage. Play Tall Mage. I think that's in the wrong. This is in the wrong. Do this other thing first. I'm gonna play Varoctor. I'll give him Reckless Experimentation. I'm gonna think twice. Play Theory Conjecture to play the top card.
Okay.
That goes to you. Now, obviously, I don't get to use him there, but I get 2 chains. That was a Maelstrom. That is played. Okay, so Varoctor and Horde Sign. I was not planning on the Maelstrom hit. I was hoping for the other one, thing that blew up everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll play Tall Mage. Think twice. Card. Maelstrom. Experimentation. Varoctor. So the first Tall Mage.
6 and 7.
Okay. It's large, strapping, absolute units. Okay. Okay. I take 3 chains while I'm at it to take the tide, so that way you don't get Mecha Buoy stuff. And it is your turn. I will draw 3. Yeah, Reckless Experimentation was the next card. So
Forge.
Also the artifact. Okay. So
I'll say Sarian. Sarium. Dignathus. Later Altum. I will take 3 chains. Forge. And I'll play Decadence to Exalt and I'll fight that guy. I'll take 11.
11 power.
Yeah. It's too powerful. Your turn.
Alright, I'll just YOLO this Eureka. That was in my hand last turn, but I couldn't afford to archive the wrong cards there, right? So these are the archive?
Yep.
I guess I'd discard this Varoctor since it can't reap. I'll take 3 chains to raise the tide because I think it's that.
I think it is.
I think it's that type of game.
I think we're there.
Do I reap? Just fight the Dignathus. I think there's a scenario in which I can't give you this amber, and at the same time, I need this amber to win. I guess I'll reap. And it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3. Let's see, check with 8.
Now I'll forge. Say Untamed.
I think it's all gone. think all the Shadow's ping damage is gone.
Take 3 chains. Raising the Tide. Playing Chalonia. Playing Keyfrog.
Wouldn't take damage. Oh yeah, you're right. I wouldn't take damage fighting.
Playing Gruin. Playing Gruin. Turn.
I'll
Change
forge
roll
and then
one.
lose because I have 4 creatures.
Whew. Too bursty.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gunked up enough that you wouldn't just hit all the Untamed together.
The thing is, they got them draw icons on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that is a problem. It doesn't feel like a good matchup for this deck in the slightest.
Nope.
If I'm being honest.
It lost, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
It lost
like,
pretty bad. It lost when their opponent had to forge 4 keys, and
I was like,
it was pretty far from forging that 3rd key.
I was up pretty far that game, and then yeah, crushed.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere.
The bean.
Okay, Fellini moves on to the top 8. The being is gone. Close the bets.
I mean, the interesting thing about Fellini is how resilient it is to those board wipes.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially Maelstrom, right?
Yeah.
I just hated a Maelstrom out of the tournament just now.
Right. How many other decks that have had like 10 creatures on the table that got Maelstromed, like, were able to win that game?
And then it got Maelstrom for a lot both games.
I thought there was a good chance the Maelstrom beat me, but didn't matter.
Okay, I'm on Elder Stagmoss.
Neatly.
This is the Z-Force deck. A Z-Force deck, I should say. It says Salvador and Maelstrom in it, by the way.
Waltrip is Z-Force. Getting close to the all. Fellini is the only one in the top 4 that doesn't have. The rest of the decks are going to have Star Alliance in them.
I think Fellini's got a chance.
I think
at the gold
I think Fellini's got a chance to get across the finish line
for sure. That was a good performance by him.
Yeah, that one is like ostensibly some bad matchups stuff mixed in. I don't think that is the creature hatinist unfathomable that we have, right?
Yeah.
I think the being has like a lot of big unfathomable stuff in it, right? It's missing like the illusions. It's missing some of the other stuff that I think really stick it to.
The illusions were a big deal.
Yeah. Where the bets at?
Get the bets out there. Do a bet.
Some bets.
It's a little bit of bets. Do more bets.
Ultra Gecko only has 1 speed.
Yeah, that's all. Oh, yes. Okay. The Amormancy, Reaper Sows.
No, this is the Val Jericho one.
Yes.
This is the Val Jericho Dypeness Bymaster Tabor deck.
Yeah.
That's just like...
It just does that thing. It looks so unsuspecting on the deck list, right?
Yeah. And then you play it, and you're like, why are you using 4 cards a turn?
Yeah.
That was a good try, Rad Wizard.
Almost.
I appreciate your your zealous betting nature. That is not the channel points. That is a separate thing. These actually, yeah, that's a good speed. That's a good
the smork.
The smork. Yeah, we we don't have the channel point betting on this channel. I mean, we do have it, but we don't use it. Yeah. We have an archaic betting system that's a holdover from before, which implemented theirs. So,
I'm looking at this.
Do I keep this hand? I'm going to keep this hand. I'll see if I regret it.
Okay, I'll play Secret Needle.
I'm going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Washed Away. If the tide is high, destroy each artifact, otherwise raise the tide. And then I'm going to play Ritual of Balance, which I think this deck has very rarely had this in play. Early, yeah. So.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Abandoned Ship.
Ha!
I'll play General Sherman.
Ah.
I'll discard Maelstrom. I'll play Seabringer Krakoa. Yeah, it's probably not good. It's probably not good, to be honest.
Oh! I had 0 creatures in my opening hand. That's why I was debating whether I should keep it or not. Alright, I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play the Echo Pearl. It's enhanced with an extra amber icon. And then I'll play Seabringer Krakoa. And it is your turn. I will draw it to you.
I'll say Starlance, I'll Technobabble, the Seabringer.
Done.
I will Z-Ray Blaster and Z-Particle Tracker my Seabringer.
Yeah.
And your turn.
Alright. I am playing United Action. I assembled the combo of playing my whole hand this turn. Because I put these artifacts into... That's right, United Action was in my opening hand, and these 2 artifacts. Okay. I am going to Portal, and that's going to go to the archives. I am going to play Gabuk. I will Technobabble. They're going to be dead because I'm going to Grand Alliance Council. I'll choose my Seabringer. They'll die. You'll get the tie from your Seabringer dying. And then I am going to zap, shoot my Gabuk for 2, and draw a card. I guess technically I should have drawn this first. And then I'll play Siphos. It's your turn. I'll say check with 6. And then...
The shadows. I'm gonna borrow that there.
Hey now.
I'm gonna use that there Ritual Balance. Steal 1. I will booby trap the Gabuk.
Okay. So I am going to say that I played around booby trap masterfully by revealing a creature. It is Lieutenant Kirker.
That's actually pretty good. I'll play this Flying Spectre, and I'll Secret Needle the Siphos. Game. Your turn.
He does not. Okay. I am going to put my archives into my hand, and I'm going to say Unfallible. I'm going to play Portal. I'll raise the tide. The Flying Spectre explodes. I'm going to play Frigorific Rod. I'm going to play Echo Pearl. And then I'm going to play all this stuff. Play the Chosen One, Rustgnawer, and Velucanth, and I am going to unstun Seabringer Krakoa. And it is your turn.
Maelstrom?
Sherman. Draw 5. Say check with 8.
I'll forge. Alright, I'll say...
Mod check. General Sherman?
General Sherman? I need General Sherman's here. I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Seabringer, Rod, and I'll Storm Surge.
My cards do not ready.
That's only for creatures, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 1. Your turn.
I will forge. I think it is worth here saying Unfathomable because I get to reap 4 times. And when the Miser reaps, he exhausts all of your artifacts. Even in Yolker. And then I have this Call of the Void. I guess I go ahead and use it on Seabringer Krakoa. Me destroying your creatures and you getting to raise the tide for it. It's kind of a bummer, but and it is your turn. I'll say check with 7. I'll draw 1.
I'll say Starlance. I'll play Jericho. Jericho will play a Guiltspine Netcaster. I will play Z-Force Agent. Wait, what? Hold on. You need your Discord Jericho. Play Jericho. I'll play Z-Force Agent. Then I'll play One-Eyed Willow. Jericho second time.
Okay. I will
Fresh Jericho ability.
Forge. I will say Star Alliance.
No ready? Take 4.
Oh yeah. Boom. Say Star Alliance. Yeah, I say Star Alliance. I am gonna play Driscoll, Volmart, Ambervac, Raise the Tide, Kirker, fight the Z-Force. Oh, I hate him. Oh, I hate him. And it is your turn. We'll draw. I'm hoping that was enough to throw off the Jericho math, but I know it might not be enough. But
no, dog. I'll say Shadows. Play Gas Pipes. Play Wine Willow.
I was hoping.
Play Sack of Coins. For 3, which is terrible. Driscoll is like gotta die.
The Driscoll Chosen One combo.
Yeah, it's gotta die. I'll do 2 to Driscoll. The Chosen One's gonna die this turn because of my creatures. I'll do 1 more to the Volmart, and then I'll Secret Needle Driscoll. I gain 1.
The Driscoll Chosen One combos.
I'll discard Hard Simpson. And Jericho will let me play the Sink or Swim. We'll exhaust there, so Blue can't. Well, I guess Blue can't hurt me anymore that I'm already hurt. So I'll get yeah. Your turn, and then TCO blows up.
My Seabringer captures 2. I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play a Flumph. I'll play All Tied Up to get 2. I will play Reaper Sow to put 3 counters on the Flumph. Then I'm going to Ambermancy. Ooh. To say check with 6. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Well, I'll say Starlance. Jericho to play Wacolia and capture 1. Play Tabor. Play Ambervac on my Willow side. Shield you later on Jericho. And I am ready my creatures.
Alright, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Hawkins here. I will gain 2. I am going to give Volmart Universal Translator. I will play Mutagenesis Researcher. I've got a zap for 4. Untamed Star Alliance. Shadows. Unfathomable. So zap for 4. Still a bunch of shadow nerds that steal, I think.
One-Eye Willis.
Yeah, we'll get the One-Eye Willis. Alright, Walmart is going to reap.
This is the first game of the series.
And he's going to use a non-Star Alliance creature. So I'm going to use the Rust Miser to reap to tap down all of your artifacts. Echo Pearls, lob them there. A stun and an exhaust stun and a rage. And say check with a.
Yeah, that'll be it. The freaking wet blanket of that.
The Unfathomable of this deck is really good. This deck does not fight Fellini, right? In the next game?
No. I don't think so.
I think this deck, this is the Unfathomable that like Fellini doesn't want to see. Where it's just like your creatures are just tapped forever.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well. One down. See if it can rally.
Come on, Z-Force.
Probably Z-Force gets tapped every turn. And it's not.
Come on, Z-Force. You had an active Jericho for multiple turns, and it was like.
It was problem is it was playing creatures every time,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Creatures that got no use.
Yeah. I think if it draws like its Sherman and the Maelstrom at the right time, it would be good. The problem is I had and an abandoned ship. All those things that could have been really, really
or at the very beginning
important.
Yeah. I would have probably considered holding one of those, but I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
the thing
hard.
is, if I did hold them, it would have been many, many turns.
Because you could, yeah, I don't know. Abandoned ship is just insane.
It is very good.
Abandoned ship is insane. Like if you abandon ship and
there's no efficiency in there for like to mitigate holding cards.
Yeah. Well, I mean outside the Jericho, right, or the Tabor.
If I had Jericho, I would have thought about it. I didn't have Jericho at the time.
Yeah, because you get abandoned ship off the Jericho, which would be insane.
Yeah. Just win a die roll.
Yeah. I think I have not won a die roll in the last like 2 consecutive
streams. It's been a long time. I'm gonna have to go back and look and see if we had any undercard redemptions for Fight Night.
I believe there were some.
I think there were some. If you made an undercard that has not been fulfilled yet, let me know. Just let me know.
No, it's been a while. It's multiple months.
Yeah.
Have we done a Fight Night
since like April?
I was gonna say, have we done a Fight Night since Dark Tidings began? Since the tournament champions Dark Tidings began?
Since the tournament, I don't think so. Because I don't think the Whirlpool deck had gone through its round yet. Because I believe it lost first round.
Yeah. I'm keeping. This is like the dream opener. It could all fall apart. But as far as proactive openers for this deck, it's very good.
We don't keep play flute. Yeah, nah.
How about since banish him to the Shadow Realm?
Can't banish. All right, your turn.
That should be a perma. Now that it,
think so.
Yeah,
we can perma from now on.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to play Jericho. I'm going to Techno Babble the Flumph. I'm going to use Jericho to play the Dipe. No, I'll play Tabor, and then I'll give Jericho the Shield Gelator. And it is your turn. I will draw 5.
I'll say Unfallible. Play Curie Guilt Spine. I'll Bubbles Jericho the top. I'll play Echo Pearl. I will Portal inside. Capture. Go capture. Okay.
All right, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play a Seeker Needle. I'll capture onto Tabor. I'm going to use Diagno Spy Master to reap with Tabor. I'll play Seabringer Krakoa. I am going to Booby Trap Carry Guiltspine. Hard Simpson. That deck didn't really have damage, ping damage.
I don't think so.
So I'll play Hard Simpson. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Say Starlance. United Action.
Oh no.
I'll play Walmart. Grand Alliance Council. So I'll just leave Hard Simpson alive on your board and everything else. Goodbye. You raise the tide. I will Mollymock, destroy the Secret Needle.
It was a link.
Destroy the Secret Needle. I will Reaper Sow for 3 counters, and I'll play Ambermancy. 3 Ambers, and it's done. Your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get the one for the Ambermans. Yes, I'll say check with 6. Even better.
There's apparently a series of hate raids that have happened on people, and the bots may or may not be connected to that. Which is why I see a bot, it posts a link, I'm like more apt to want to banish it forever.
I'm totally fine with banishing forever if we don't recognize someone posting a link.
And because I also don't know, I don't know if it's like the same.
If it's a real person, they can always appeal a ban. So
yeah, well, yeah, but you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna come into a chat and post a link. If you've spent any amount of time on Twitch, you're not gonna come into a chat and post a link as your first message.
Yeah.
And because so
player. I have my finger on the trigger.
Yeah, you're playing with fire here, Herp.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if they're also like the next iteration of those want to become famous bots either, right?
Yeah, it
could be those where, man, I have a 2/2/2 hand. I don't know what to do.
I would not recommend having a 2/2/2 hand.
I don't know what to do with it. I guess I'll play Frigorific Rod and then Sherman. Swallow all these. Whoop, whoop. And your turn. I'll draw 2.
That was unfortunate. I'll play this Hawkins with an Amberback.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
I'll zap
for 2.
2. Your turn.
I'm gonna end up doing some wild and wacky stuff this turn. And we're making some cute plays here. This play too cute. I'll play Jericho. I'm gonna give Sherman the Z particle tracker. And then I'm going to Unity of Discord to have Sherman fight your Officer Hawkins. It doesn't kill it, but I do get to go through my deck to search for an upgrade.
It's pretty cute.
And then I'll put the Z-Wave emitter on Jericho. And it is your turn.
Say Untamed. I'll put a Wave of the Pixie on Hawkins. I will Genetic Drift Hawkins. all washed away.
Blow up all
I guess I can
artifacts.
use this first on Jericho.
Okay. Stun, exhausted, and rage.
Exhaust, stun, and rage. And your turn.
Alright, so I will forge.
Wait, I had the Tide?
Yeah.
So I would have amber backed.
You would have.
Get 4 and 2s on. One day we'll remember amberbacks.
Yeah.
Consistently.
But not today. Alright, I am going to say shadows for the turn. I'm going to play gas pipes. I'm going to play the Flying Spectre. I'm going to use Jericho to play Sink or Swim. I'll discard a card from your hand.
This like is the artifact hatiness.
That deck, that like of
has something in every house.
Yeah,
I think for artifacts. I guess it's Star Alliance.
Yeah, not Star, but there's like multiples in Unfathomable, multiples in Untamed. Technobel's not bad. And then I'm gonna hit him with a sack of coins. He is 4 power, but 5 is enough to kill. And it is your turn.
Did you play something off the?
Yes, I played that off of
The Sinkers. Okay.
They check with 7, draw 4.
Play Unfathomable. Play Rod. Play Seabringer. Play Siphus.
Oh, she is warded. Hell yeah.
She'll play Rustmiser and Siphus. Your turn. Just all the tokens.
Alright, so I will actually forge this time. I say shadows here. I think so. Kind of like this. Say shadows.
Need some disruption counters, yeah.
I play
or
2
doom counters.
One-Eyed Willis. To take 3 chains to raise the tide. I think so. I'll take 3 chains to raise the tide. Because now it'll let me use the Flying Spectre and steal one. Gas Pipes is gonna reap, and I'm gonna abandon ship those chum. And I'll drop a chain and draw 2. And it's your turn.
Unfathomable. I'm gonna Rod and exhaust Jericho. Play Call of the Void. Damage counter. Destroy. Like this one. Play Echo Pearl. 2. The Seabringer. Play Blue Canth. Play Rustmiser. Play Siphus. And your turn. Check with 6.
Okay, I am gonna say shadows. I'm gonna borrow that frigorific rod if you don't mind. I'm gonna use that to exhaust the blue camp. I will use the Flying Spectre to steal one. The Willows will fight Cocoa twice. Steal 2 more. Gas Pipes come in for the final steal. I just reap with them. I think I just reap with them. Reap. Particularly you the tie. Okay, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw. So you check with 8.
That's a lot of stealing. Alright, I'll say tamed. The Ritual Balance. Good buck. My willows are not great. Yeah, I think I have to take 3 chains, raise the tide. Then reap or sowed ready and reap with blue cant. And exhaust there. And I'll play this Ambermancy. I'll go ahead and Echo Pearl that one. I will. Exhaust, stun, rage. And your turn. And the Fly Inspector dies.
I will forge. Well, all my creatures are gonna be exhausted. Yes, I'm gonna say Unfathomable. I don't want a Maelstrom. So I was actually hoping you weren't going to touch the Sherman because I wanted to fight the Sherman, give you all that stuff.
Yeah, and then Maelstrom. These are Arbit's tokens, and I don't actually know if he still makes these. Arbit's on Etsy. There's actually a command for it, I think. You do exclamation mark AURBITS. They are very nice tokens.
Yeah. And then I am going to play Wacolia. I'll capture on the card Simpson. Then I'm going to Storm Surge so you don't unexhaust next turn. And it is your turn. Drop a chain and draw.
Say Starlance. I will play Researcher. I'll put a Translator on the Researcher. I'll play Zap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And steal 1 this turn. So I'll do 3, 4. Your turn.
They do not unexhaust. You're not ready, I could have said.
They do not ready from their run unexhausted state.
I am going to say Star Alliance. I'll take 3 chains to Volmart here. I don't think so. I'll play Volmart, I'll play Z-Force. It's your turn. I'll draw 2.
I'll say Forge. Unfathomable. I will play the Chosen One, Blue Cant, and Rust Miser. No.
I am going to say Unfathomable. I am going to play General Sherman. It's eating progressively larger and larger piles of creatures. And a Netcaster. And it is your turn. I will drop chain and draw 2.
I gotta figure out this last card is.
So you can make it so. Is that the make it so deck?
I'm just gonna look at
it. I stole stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to deal with looking under Sherman and stuff. Right now.
I think in a Vaulter you couldn't look at the creatures under Sherman.
I think you're actually correct.
Right? Because it says purge each other creature. If General Sherman leaves play, return to play each creature purged this way.
It does say purge.
It doesn't say purge face down or place face down. Oh, did it get
Jargogol does not say purge, I don't think. It just says place a card face down underneath Jargogol.
Purge each other creature.
But you can look at purge cards, I believe.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that.
Purge cards are, I think, public information. That says purge. Jargogol, you're like not supposed to be able to look at Jargogol card.
I'm gonna play these two.
Okay.
Purging's never been fixed. Can you not look at purge cards either? Your turn.
Alright. I am going to say shadows, I think. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
You're not wrong.
Do I take the chains to raise the tide here? I don't think it's quite worth it. I'll play Francis, Gas Pipes, One-Eyed, Sea Urchin. And it is your turn. We'll draw 6. Go ahead.
Starlance. Driscoll. Play Kirker. Play Translator. Technobabble.
This pile?
The fucking there. Right there.
Guess I could have played around.
I see an elf, I stun it.
Elves hate him. Okay, I am gonna say Starlight. Oh, I actually could have figure picked Rod last turn. It doesn't matter. You would have rated it now. But
anything, so.
Well, I forgot about the shadows. This is technically a shadows card.
Yeah.
Because of borrow. Okay, I am gonna say Unfathomable. I am gonna play a Seabringer Kakoa, and then a Guilt Spine, and I'll capture onto this Seabringer, and then I'll play another Seabringer. Sherman will reap, and then Guilt Spine will reap. I will exhaust Driscoll, and it is your turn. I will shuffle and draw 3.
It's a lot of creatures. I'm gonna have to free the beasts from General Sherman.
You have to beat through the Seabringer to get to General Sherman.
That's true too. I can't quite do that.
Those creatures are yours. You can beat through Sherman to get
them. I'll say Untamed. Play All Tied Up. 2. Play Washed Away, Destroy All Artifacts, which I don't love doing. There. I will play the Buck and Ambermancy for 1 more. Your turn. Deck of 6.
I guess I say Unfathomable. I'll play Frigorific Rod. I'm going to play Lacolia. I'll capture onto this Seabringer Kakoa. I'll reap with Guiltspine Netcaster and exhaust Driscoll. I'll reap with Guiltspine Netcaster, exhaust Siphos. Then reap 3 more times. And pray that's enough.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I think the shadow stealing that I got at that one turn was like
a lot
because the game was so tight that
was a lot.
I think that ended up being the major swing there.
You had forward control too, just that you had the Sherman at the right time, the Maelstrom, and all that stuff.
Well, when I was hoping to. I was trying to time it so that I could kill my Sherman, give you all that stuff, then Maelstrom it all together, and then like the top of your deck would be one gigantic stew.
Yeah.
Because Lathai's got the GAC, but we both played it really early in those games, and it was like you don't need the you can engineer a board state really early on that almost demands removal, but it almost feels like whoever has the mass removal last is the one that's going to win.
Like if I had somehow drawn back into the GAC, that was just game over, right?
Right. It was yeah. The chosen one.
It was a dud for me.
Yeah,
because you were
because Sherman did it all. So the chosen one like stopped 3 of your turns.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
So
it was real bad.
This is a really interesting matchup.
It is pretty interesting.
Like there's you got the borrow, but you got the artifact removal, so you're not like scared to play artifacts.
There were no artifacts on the board at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The frigorific rods are really good because they can exhaust artifacts. The rust miser is like the most relevant it's ever been.
Yeah. That's mulligan.
Oh. This is what could have been hand, right? So like this is like a key, right? Ambermancy, Genetic Drift, Universal Translator, Technobabble, Zap, but there's no creature. That's 7 Amber, right? Genetic Drift is 1, Ambermancy's 2, Techno, Universal, Zap are all 3. So I'm sorry, 6 Amber. Plus the way the Pixie.
Alright.
Oh, I drew too many.
Starlance. Jericho ability. Play.
Z-Force is so sweet.
Built's fine.
I am gonna say Unfathomable. I'll play Echo Pearl Cyphos. And it is your turn for all 3.
Say Starlance. The Tabor. I'll sink or swim a card for hand.
It's like a
trying to YOLO something.
It's not relevant.
It's not terrible. I'll play a Septia. I'll put Z Particle Tracker on Septia. I'll reap with Jared.
I am gonna say Starlance. I'm gonna play Hawkins and I'll gain one. I am gonna play Mutagenesis Researcher and Walmart. I am going to zap for 2 because we have Starlance, we have Unfathomable. Despite having 8 creatures on the table, I will shoot the Guiltspine Netcaster for 2, and I draw. And then I am going to Echo Pearls, Septia, Stun, Exhaust, and Rage. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Say Starlance. The Amberback.
That's the Tide.
There's the Tide. Play Sea Urchin off Jericho. Steal. Reap with Tabor. And that's gonna let me play this Hard Simpson. And then Jericho will just reap, not steal. Your turn.
Alright. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Kirker. I'm going to put a translator on Walmart. I am going to Reap with Walmart. It's going to let me use Sipho's. Sipho's is going to fight Jericho. And then Mutagenesis Research is going to fight Jericho. And then Hawkins will reap. And it is your turn. I will 2.
Alright, so I capture 2 on the agent. I'll say Shadows. I'm gonna fight Hawkins. Steal 1. Reap with the Urchin. Play when I will. Your turn.
I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to Mollymock. Nothing. I'll Washed Away. Nothing. But I'll Raise the Tide. And then I am going to Genetic Drift. I think Walmart. Like slightly more difficult to kill. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Forge. This is the top 8.
Yeah. Yeah, these are both vying to get into the top 4. The first part of the stream was another top 8 game, so
I'll say,
because I think we're wrapping up Wednesday, right?
yes. Yep.
Yeah, we'll be done with the tournament on Wednesday. So tomorrow is going to be the last game of the top 8, and then the first game of the top 4, and then Wednesday will be the last top 4 game, and then the finals. So that's it. Our long, treacherous voyage is coming to a close finally. I will say these top 8 games have been fairly
They've been pretty
solid.
good.
They've been fairly solid.
Also, Shadows. I'm gonna play the Fly Inspector. I'm gonna Reap with Sea Urchin. Reap with Hard Simpson. And I'll Reap with My Will. Your turn. Generating while I can, I think.
So Bizarro turn. That is a Bizarro turn. What that feels like is Sherman / Maelstrom play, because you've got a bunch of my amber captured, so you like need me to do something about the board. Overextend. I'm gonna say Star Alliance. I'm gonna discard United Action. I am going to zap for 3 Star Alliance Shadows Untamed. I'll shoot. One-Eyed Willow for 2 and Hard Simpson for 1. And steal 1. Kirker will fight Septia, I think. So I can liberate some of this amber. Walmart will reap. Send the Mollymawk after Tabor. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 9. And I will draw 2.
Star Alliance. Take 3 chains. Plays Walmart. Plays Z-Force.
Okay.
Your turn.
I will forge.
Yeah, Kirker needs some damage.
Nah, he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Nah, he's good.
Damn you, dog.
I am going to say Untamed. Let's say Untamed. I'll play All Tied Up. Raise the tide. Mollymawk fights. Play Gbuck. I'll play Flymph. Mollymawk fights. The Spectre explodes. I fight the Z-Force to be safe here. Yeah, I think so. I've seen one Z-Force component. We haven't seen the rest, but if you drew like Blaster or something, I would be livid. So, it's your turn. I'll draw.
Unfathomable. Play the Sherman.
Yeah.
Chomp chomp. Play Seabringer, Colia, Seabringer. Your turn.
I will say Unfathomable. I'll play the Chosen One. I'll play Rust Miser. I'll play Curie Guildspine. I'll capture onto the Rust Miser. I am going to Call of the Void. I will do a damage to General Sherman. I will exhaust this Seabringer. And it is your turn. I will draw.
I'll say Unfathomable. I will fight the Chosen One. Here's the Tide. Fight the Chosen One. Abandon ship those 2 I have to return 4 creatures. So I'll reap with Sherman first.
Okay.
Turn these. Play Sherman, play Cocoa.
And he'll get all the creatures back.
Yeah. I'm going to discard Maelstrom. This might be a mistake. We'll see. Your turn.
Alright, I will say Unfathomable. I'll play Frigorific Rod. I'll play Portal and Raise the Tide. There's been an actual battle for the Tide this game. I'll play Rust Miser. I'll play Curie Guiltspine. In the first game, I think there was like one card between the two decks that actually like could utilize the Tide, but both of these games, there's multiple creatures or actions, and I'll draw it to you. Go ahead.
So Shadows, I'll play Seeker Needle. Play Francis. I'll play Sack of Coins. We're gonna smash the Rust Miser for 5. Red. Your turn.
I wish I could draw cards that were live. I guess I say Unfathomable here. I'm gonna Reaper Sow to put 3 counters on Kiri. I'll Reaper Sow to Reap with Radiant Reap Kiri. And then I'll Ambermancy. Move these 3. 1 for the Ambermancy, and then the 3. And it is your turn. I will say check with 9 and draw 3.
Well, say Shadows. I'll borrow the Rod. Reap with Francis. I will booby trap my Cocoa. And I'll Secret Needle my Francis. I will toss Kiri. Your turn.
I will Forge. I'm gonna Gak Kiri.
Oh boy. Okay, so I raise the Tide. We get the stuff.
Those.
Where do you want them?
Yeah, that's fine. This order. I have got Ambervac Kirker, Raise the Tide back. I will Technobabble Hard Simpson and School. And it's your turn. I will draw
The Starlance. Technobabble Kirker. Oh yeah. I will Z-Wave Emitter on Walmart. You need your Discord and pick up Walmart. Play Walmart, play Z-Wave Emitter. Play Shield Gelator. I'll take 3 chains. Your turn.
I don't have any Hammer Control in my hand.
I can't believe it. Elder.
I got this here bubbles. Look at this, some stuff.
That match was intense.
Yeah.
Good lord. There you go. Elder pulled it off. Wow. Wowee.
I burned through my Hammer Control. If you were like counting, you would know that I didn't have any left because it's exactly at 0, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it was close. I knew if you threatened that turn, I wouldn't have had an answer until you gave me Volmar back. That's what the answer was. So if you could have threatened without doing that, that would have won the game there too.
Yeah,
so
I was worried about you being able to shoot your own Hart Simpson with the Seeker Needle.
Yeah,
because that could do it as well. Your Seeker Needle gave you like a lot of play.
Ooh-wee. All right.
Neatly modern Lethai is now messily past Lethai. So Elder. It's blue sleeve domination tonight.
Geez, is all the exact same sleeves?
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's the not matte blue, sky blue, I believe. Yeah.
Sky blue Dragon Shields.
This is where if we were getting paid, we would go.
We are not getting paid. Get those off the screen right now.
We'd move into the ad segment of the stream.
It was Fellini that won the first game, right?
Yeah. We see Strata is the Sky Mother, according to the back of this Dragon Shield box.
Oh, okay.
Strata is equal parts myth and deity. Revered as the Sky Mother by tribes of Arcania mystics, Strata shows herself only to the tribal elders. Congratulations, chat. You are all considered tribal elders.
Wow.
She showed herself to Elder El Stagmos, in fact.
Cool.
There you go.
Tomorrow.
That's some Dragon Shield lore for you.
Tomorrow we got the end of the top 8 and into the top 4. So yeah, we'll see Fellini again versus Rico Silva, Counselor, the Destructor of Mervigig.
1 week from today is the 24-hour sprint.
And finals for the Dark Tidings tournament is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
So, lots of Keyforge coming up this week.
Very cool, very exciting.
Pour one out for the homie here.
Hope you enjoyed our first replacement camera stream. I'll have to look into
we'll look into replacing the
something
camera.
else. Yep.
But yeah, this is a proud soldier.
It lasted 3 years, now it's gone. Just like that.
It's a shame.
Very, very sad. Yeah. I get some feels Rain Mans.
Yeah.
Feels sad.
Feels.
I have range now. I have range. I think I might have got
Range.
feels Rain Man. Yeah. Cool.
Which one's funnier?
Elder Pog emote is there. You just have to have better Twitch TV, I think.
Sherman Pog?
Sherman Pog, yeah.
Yeah. I think is it called Sherman Pog?
It is called Sherman Pog.
Yeah.
If that's what you meant. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not what you meant. Am I not enough for you? Alright. I'm gonna go watch the wrestling preview. So everyone have a good night and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Goodbye.